AskReddit by the It's Corn Kid. What's something that has disappeared over the last decade that you wish hasn't? Paying once for something you get to keep and continue to use. Yes. Subscriptions drive me nuts. 24-hour diners. 24 hours grocery stores have even disappeared since COVID. It's mildly tragic. Buttons and knobs in cars. You spent 10 years drilling into my head that I shouldn't use my phone whilst driving, then stuck a big ass screen right into every car. I'd like to just hit a button or rotate a knob and know the job's done, not navigate a fucking menu. Car makers are bringing buttons and knobs back as so many have complained, plus the screen for everything has proven to be a safety issue. Late night coffee shops. Late night anything. Affordable housing and 20+ episode seasons. +1 for 20+ episode seasons. Now everything seems so rushed that there is no time for proper storytelling or crazy side shenanigans. My hair. Did you get bald? Analog stuff. Having everything digital is oppressive. I just want a refrigerator. Deleted. Subway's $5 foot long. Now Subway's half foot long is close to $10. Dude, physical releases for media. One of my favorite gaming memories is the Halo 3 release in my small town GameStop. We had like 400 people pick the game up at midnight. It was a ridiculous hype party with a bunch of people with the same interests gathered together chatting. You don't get the same thing with digital release. There are benefits to a digital release as well, but dang, I miss the release night hype that came with blockbuster games releases. Physical media period. I miss actually owning a tangible thing. A sense of community among people who are actually physically in your community. You and the third place poster need to talk. Not that there was much, but a little bit of class and respect in politics. The idea that our elected leaders and representatives hold respect for the offices they hold is all but gone. Somewhat related, but the idolizing of politicians has gotten so far out of hand it's ridiculous. I remember when, after the elections were over, people moved on with their lives. Sure, some would complain here and there if something wasn't being done the way they saw fit, but falling to your knees to worship a politician was almost non-existent. Being able to own Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop without paying for ongoing subscriptions. Quality over quantity profits. That's been a downhill slide for quite some time, unfortunately. Stores that were open 24 hours. I moved to Europe and that was one of those things I used to get sentimental about. Mayo. It's no longer a thing. Affordable housing. Entered here to laugh but leaving crying. Built-in computer optical disk drives. I bought an old laptop just to have one and I actually use it quite frequently to watch DVDs, listen to old mixtapes, and play old PC games every now and again. Streaming without ads. Yes, and when YouTube didn't have an ad on every video, including seconds long ones. Respect for each other. I feel like respect's rare nowadays. I would also like to add compassion. Third spaces. Third spaces that don't cost money or are cheap. That is why I am so grateful for our library system and public parks, but I need more than that. Third places. Even when they do exist, it's so expensive. I can't afford a $10 coffee every day just to have somewhere other than my house to hang out. Parks and nature preserves are still fair weather third places, but not everyone has good access to them and not all of them are free. RSVPing to an event and then actually following through on attending. Emo Facebook helped to kill this. When I'm mass invited to an event via FB, I feel like it doesn't really matter if I go or not. When I get a text, even if it's a copy pasted "Hey, we're having a get together on Saturday at 6. Hope you can come," I feel more of a personal responsibility to follow through. My sanity. Top-loading washing machines and appliances that are mechanical rather than relying on computer motherboards costing as much as the appliance's original price. It's almost better to just purchase a new appliance than replace a major electronic part such as a controller circuit board. They certainly don't make things like they used to. Still plenty of people out there on Facebook Marketplace that will refurb older machines. I got a washer and dryer, delivery, and install from a guy for like $250. They weren't a pair, but they were both white, so they didn't look mismatched. Dude's entire business was buying old broken washers, fixing them, and flipping them. People like that do so much damn good in this world. I'm grateful they can support themselves doing it. Less than $100 for groceries. Deleted. Yes, I hate the robot phone things. I'm not sure if that was happening prior to 10 years ago or not, but it's so annoying.